Netflix leaks a Facebook Don't Share button.
An iPad is spotted in the Oval Office.
Google Plus gets an update on Android, and we take a look at the new Cut the Rope experiments just released on iOS today on App Judgment.
This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Netflix.
Welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile application news and reviews. I'm Graham Hancock.
And I'm Zach Miner. Later on in the show, we're going to take a look at the brand new Cut the Rope sequel, Cut the Rope Experiments.
Right, did you ever play the first Cut the Rope?
Did I play it? Of course, you have an iPhone,
Everybody
you have to
has.
play Cut the Rope.
Everybody has. But first, let's take a look at the top mobile news that you clicked on over at twitter.com/appjudgment. Follow us there and subscribe to us here.
That's right. First up, Facebook Don't Share This button makes brief appearance in Netflix iOS app. Jordan Crook of TechCrunch comments on the Don't Share button originally discovered by iSmashPhone.com. His theory, in a nutshell, is that he has no idea. Now, this is basically a little button that pops up on the Netflix app that says Don't Share This, kind of where Share This button on Netflix
would be,
right where you would think it to be.
Well, the more interesting aspect of this article is explaining that the Video Privacy Protection Act, the VPPA, amended back in 1988 during the VHS era, which makes it illegal to share someone's video rental information.
That's right.
This is essentially why Netflix does not have a share to Facebook option here in the US yet.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I never thought about that, but yeah, you can't share to Facebook. So, you know, maybe they're going to be baking this into a build soon.
Essentially, Netflix is just trying to be very careful. They know about this law, and so they don't want to put any way of people being able to share their rental information online without them being completely in the clear with it from being fined $2,500 per violation of this law. So I think they're just being very careful, and we can hope that once things get settled, that this will actually be able to annoy our friends on Facebook with what movies we're watching on Netflix.
Yeah, can't wait for that. Can't wait. All right, so next up, I spy an iPad and a dodo case in the Oval Office. This is actually a little gem found by our very own David Prager while perusing the official White House Flickr stream. You know, the White House posts a lot of great photos on their Flickr stream, and David Prager likes to look at all the technology in them. And as you can see, there's an iPad on the desk inside a dodo case.
Look at there.
How about that?
That is definitely a dodo case. It's pretty cool because the dodo case guys are actually in our building. I think they're exactly one floor below where we're standing right now. And so we tried to contact them today and say, hey, did you guys know Obama was using one of your products? They haven't gotten back to us yet, but hey, we're excited for them. This is pretty cool to see something that up until a year ago most people didn't know about already on the Oval Office desk.
It's really cool. I mean, it's not like a dodo case isn't something you can just walk into Best Buy or even an Apple store and buy.
You have to order it from these guys downstairs.
So clearly someone in the office is hip to the dog patch area of San Francisco. That's my theory.
Right.
There are these photos are so resolution that they really allow you to check out some other things. Like, you know,
we
as you
almost
can see,
literally see inside of one of his drawers.
Seriously. So Obama is here on the phone, and everyone is, you know, very focused and paying attention to what he's talking about, except for this guy, who appears to just be, you know, just hanging out on his phone.
I think he's watching an episode of App Judgment.
Facebooking, tweeting, you know? Yeah, right. Probably watching Revision 3.
So yeah, and finally, Google Plus for Android gets an update with tons of improvements. Some of these updates include improved notifications reliability, add to circle notifications are now shown in bulk, plus mentions now autofill from your circles. You can start a one-on-one huddle from a person's profile or a group huddle from a circle profile, and you can also hide one-on-one huddles and tons more listed here and on our show notes at revision3.com.
Yeah, a lot of great updates. The app has been super popular since it launched. Obviously, Google Plus is really hot right now, and hopefully they'll bring over some of these improvements to an iOS update soon.
That's right. Coming up next, we take a look at the new Cut the Rope experiments. This is not a new box in the original game. This is a whole new sequel.
That's right. But first, it's time to get social with Annie.
Hey, it's Annie here to announce the winner of our first ever App Judgment contest and giveaway. On Tuesday, we wanted to know, what do you guys think the iPhone 5 slogan should be? And I must say, we got a lot of really awesome responses. From Hero G9000, iPhone 5, a whole new phone. So true, so true. Daniel M1208 and Roy on Facebook both suggested the slogan should simply be, just buy it. With Will Penman adding, because we need the money. Obviously, since earlier this week it was actually reported that Apple supposedly has more money than the US government. But our winning Apple slogan this week comes from Jeremy on Twitter, who suggests, iPhone 5.
Excellent.
Works for me, so congrats, Jeremy, and get in touch to claim your prize and don't spend it all in one place. Finally, Michaela on Twitter writes, is there an Android app that tells me if there's traffic where I'm going? Help. Androiders, if you know of a good traffic app, let us know using the hashtag AppJudgment. And as always, find us on Facebook.com/AppJudgment, YouTube.com/AppJudgment, basically everywhere /AppJudgment. Catch you later. This episode of AppJudgment is brought to you by Netflix. With more than 23 million members, Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming TV episodes and movies over the internet. For one low monthly price, Netflix Unlimited members can instantly watch TV episodes and movies streaming to their TVs and computers. With Netflix, you can cancel anytime. Netflix Unlimited members can instantly watch thousands of titles on a vast array of devices, streaming TV episodes and movies like Microsoft Xbox 360, Sony's PS3 game console, and the Nintendo Wii. Find movies you love easily. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you can instantly watch as many movies as you want, anytime you want, for one low monthly price. And you can cancel anytime. Get your free trial membership. Go to netflix.com/AJ and sign up now. Be sure to use this URL so that they know we sent you.
In case you haven't checked them out yet, we've got tons of mini reviews called Snaps over at youtube.com/AppJudgment.
And as promised, here are a few judgments that we discussed on the apps this week.
Chris Jennings took a look at Marbians on Android, a fun physics-based game that mashes together aliens and marbles. He says download.
Jackie Talbot snapped Lulpix for iOS, a companion app to the Lulpix site, and she says download.
Mauricio Balvanera took a look at Evernote Peek, an iPad study guide app that makes clever use of the smart cover. He says download. And finally, we get to what may be the hottest app of the week, Cut the Rope Experiments. Now, as we said, this is a brand new game.
Right.
It's not an add-on to the old one.
Right.
So you've got not only brand new levels, you have brand new ways of cutting the rope and just all kinds of new stuff.
Yeah, it's true. You know, since Cut the Rope launched last year, there's been a ton of new levels and stuff that they've updated, but they haven't changed the mechanics too much. And so news about the new game broke the other day, and so I think people were expecting a big revamp. Not a huge revamp. It's still the same Cut the Rope that you all love, but there are a lot of new gameplay mechanics, a lot of new tools for your cutting arsenal, if you will. First up are the trampolines. These are things that you can kind of bounce your candy off of and try to pick up stars, and of course get into the Om Nom mouth. Those are really fun to use, and you know, depending on how they're integrating the level, they can be a lot of fun. Next up is the Plunger Rope, which is something that you can activate, and it shoots a plunger to the candy and basically adds a new rope for you to play with. So this adds a lot of kind of like time-specific challenges and stuff like that. And then next up is the suction cup, which is basically you tap it and then the suction cup slides down. You can't move it side to side, but it can go up or down depending on whether or not your candy is in a bubble or not. And finally, there are a few Easter eggs in the game. If you go to the photo album in the beginning, there are some photos that you have to keep an eye out for as you go through the levels. And if you tap them, then they get added to your photo. Nice little bonus.
So what are our pros and cons for this app?
Well, the pros, obviously, it's the same Cut the Rope that we all know and love.
Right.
Super addictive, super easy to play. You were saying that your nephew loves it, right?
Right. I have a 6-year-old nephew that is addicted to this game.
Yeah.
And it was super easy for him to pick up, and so you can just tell that this game is very accessible.
It is, for sure. It's also really addictive. Like, you can just play it for hours and hours trying to get those 3 stars.
You'll lose lots of long tracks of time playing this game. Trust us.
Which is good and bad, you know? The cons is that, you know, while it is a new game, it's 99 cents, $1.99 for iPad, 99 cents for iPhone. It would have been nice to see a universal binary. But it is the same game. There are a few new tools, but there's not a whole lot different. It seems like it could have been something that maybe they could have added to the original game, but you know, I understand. You know, they put out a lot of original levels for it. So
it's more of a good thing.
Right.
So we say download this game. Hey, even though it's more of the same, it's more of a good thing. So yeah, if you loved the first game, you're going to love this one.
It's true. I would say it's a tentative download. If you have not played the original and you want to check out Cut the Rope, download the first game because there's just so much more content. There's only 3 boxes in this one right now.
Right,
but
just
if you played the original and loved it, you will love this.
All right. So let us know what you think of Cut the Rope Experiments over at Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. And
if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you click subscribe somewhere over above Graham.
It's right there.
Over there.
Right there. So thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.
Take it easy.